Luigi Rosselli. Luigi Rosselli is an Italian-born architect who practices in Australia. He was born in Milan in 1957. Coming from a long line of engineers, he studied architecture at the Ecole Politechnique Federale in Lausanne, where he met Alvaro, Siza and Mario Botta, who offered Rosselli a job in 1979. He left the next year to work for Mitchell/Giurgola in their New York office at the age of 23. That firm won a commission to design the Australian Parliament House, and Rosselli moved to Canberra in 1981 to work on that project. He met his wife there, and the two of them moved to Sydney in 1984. A year later, he joined Furio Valich's firm, then opened his practice a year later. When he founded his Sydney practice in 1985, he developed a ritual of showing his freehand design concept sketches using black felt pens and white Tipp Ex correcting fluid on translucent yellow tracing paper torn from small rolls. In 1989, two musicians from Inks contacted him to design their houses. One was a bush house on the Hawkesbury River, the other was an addition to a 1930s brick duplex. They were published in 1191 in Vogue Living and Architect Australia. His work has primarily been residential, but in the 1990s he worked on a series of restaurants. His approach to architecture is humanist, where people and environment take precedence over preconceived design dogmas, and his main concern is designing for the humans, for their daily lives, for the human senses, for the psychology of the users, to create a sense of comfort and satisfaction, and aiming for the architecture of happiness. Family homes like the Book's House, which is a series of stacked terrace platforms following the steep sandstone topography of Sydney's northern shore, or the 5-bedroom Carabiner house that languishes along the serpentine shoreline of Mossburn Bay and sold at auction in 2016 for a reported $12 million. To this end, many of the projects exhibit a seamless transition between old and new, achieving balance so the outcome is simply a better version of what it once was. The Great Wall of WA, an ambitious structure featuring 12 masters quarters built into a sand dune in the Pilbara region, won several awards such as the Terror Awards, iArchitizer Plus Awards and Archdaily Building of the Year. In 2004, a house he designed in Mosman won a commendation from the Royal Australian Institute of Architects AIA, and in 2006 he shared the AIA NSW Wilkinson Residential Award for a farmhouse in Mount Minderoo near Mittagong. The Luigi Rosselli architect's team work out of the Beehive Design Studio in a Sydney suburb of Surrey Hills. Its honeycomb facade was a joint effort with his architect son Raffaello Rosselli, who is also interested in sustainability and reuse. Luigi Rosselli Architects is a carbon-neutral practice applying sustainable building practices as demonstrated by their expertise in rammed earth, air conditioning, free spaces, and energy efficiency. Other award-winning projects include the Triplex Apartments, homage to Oscar, Heritage Treasure Chest. In 2015, Luigi Rosselli published a compilation of his hand-drawn designs. Titled A Perspective, 30 Years of Sketches by Luigi Rosselli Architect, the exhibition features more than 1,000 of Rosselli's translucent yellow illustrations as a veil of windswept leaves laid through a sculpted and internally lit portal that visitors may walk through.